We're going to bring you an interconference matchup in this one as the Cavaliers come from Cleveland to play this one. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. And the Grizzlies on friendly ground as they continue this homestand. And, of course, Wendell Carter. This is their first game without him.
Yeah, no question that it's a risky deal to make because it's the kind of move that can turn a team's fan base against the front office. But trading one of the most popular players on the team is always risky no matter what you get in return.
Now George, following Jaren Jackson's three-point attempt. And that one's good, George. A couple of great big men in the middle tonight, Greg. Center matchups are far from traditional these days, but this should be fun to watch.
Especially, Kevin, once you get into the small ball lineups. I mean, we've seen guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5.
Doncic outside. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Now, Luka Doncic is not shy. He trusts his range shooting, and you can see why.
And it's done in the corner. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
3 points.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now, here's Doncic. Over George. That one wide left. The Cavaliers on offense. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach J.B. Bickerstaff. He was analyzing how to match up with Luka Doncic and the task of slowing him down. Coach said Luka is a smart player, well beyond his years. If we give him one look, he'll adjust quickly. So we're going to have to mix what we throw at him all night. They are well aware of the challenge Doncic presents. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Doncic outside. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Giddey. Nice D from Porzingis.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Top of the key Ball. George, that's a two-pointer. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins.
What we know about Paul George, guys, is he's been a dominant force on both ends of the floor. He's proven he can be a #1 scorer. He has also proven he can guard the opponent's best scorer.
And we all know what George brings offensively, but it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
Outside, Porzingis. 2 minutes remaining in the first. Shoots from the baseline. Here's Vucevic. Makes it off the glass.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Will it go? The Cavaliers pull it in. And with Paul George and his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
Outside, Porzingis. And it's good. 2 points.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Here's Giddey. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. It's the three-point bomb.
Well, right now, Andrew Wiggins understanding in the catch and shoot, they can't guard him.
Back to Vucevic. It's rebounded by Giddey. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Ball with the rebound.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter. Screen by Porzingis. Shoots.
And that defensive versatility Jackson has is just incredible. Able to guard multiple positions due to that height and reach.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we... All right, and glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And looking at what we've seen, Cavaliers pretty much in control here, it would appear.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
Outside, Porzingis. For the three. It's rebounded by Memphis. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has taken some heat in recent years. He says people get so caught up in what other folks think. I'm Paul George. I don't care to be anybody else. I am who I am. You love it or you don't. Simple as that. Guys, with his player on the floor, he has answered all of his critics.
He is certainly playing at an elite level. EA, thank you. Jordan the screen. Ball with a wide open look. Sinks the three-pointer. Ball's got 5 points in the quarter.
I tell you, it's unorthodox to watch, but Ball shoots the ball with tremendous rhythm and confidence from beyond.
Nobody near Schroeder. No good on the three.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Inside. And stolen by Bielitsa. Jackson with it. Now guarded by Ball. And that one's good. Doncic.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
Back to George. Shoots the three. Hits it from three-point range. George has got 7.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Buries it from three-point range. 8 points for him.
That's fantastic shot making this quarter after struggling a bit in the first.
And Kevin, everybody's dissected Luka's offensive game, trying to find that weakness. And I'm just here to tell you, I don't think he has it.
Here's George. 6 to shoot. Misses the jumper. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Down by 15. Here's Giddey. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. On the wing, Doncic. Jordan with the rebound. And the play of Doncic drawing comparisons to so many all-time greats. But, Greg, the one that stood out to me, they said he's a combination of Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. What do you think?
And it just makes sense. With his passing and shooting, you throw in the step-back game of James Harden, you start to see why he has become such a problem for this league.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Doncic with it. He's got 8. Driving the lane. Yep, that one goes in there. Doncic has got 7 points here in this quarter.
A dribble drive by Luka Doncic isn't about speed. It is about craftiness. This guy is so smart.
Here's George. Right side, Jordan. Hands with the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it back.
And I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. From deep three-point range. A shot off that time. And Cleveland the other way now. They led by as many as 18 points.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Doncic outside. Jackson with the screen. 5 to shoot. Doncic, no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky. He was off.
And the shot goes down.
Scoring through contact is something Kristaps Porzingis has got to get used to in the NBA. Teams try to get physical with this guy.
Pass to Bielitsa. Here's Giddey. To the middle. Trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. The 3 for Doncic. And another miss by Memphis. Cleveland leading by 18. Here's Porzingis. Rebound by Bielitsa. Wiggins surveying the floor. Doncic outside. Overdone. Got a piece of it. A second chance effort. It doesn't go for him. It's been all about Lonzo. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And competition is at the root of all sports. Certainly sometimes, things get chippy. And as a player, Greg, how do you handle that aspect when emotions and physicality get going?
Kevin, you're always taught to control your emotions, but easier said than done. And in reality, sometimes you have to man up. You have to let it be known that you're not going to accept things. And at the same time, you got to be smart. So the goal is to beat the other team, not literally.
And it's Memphis on the break. And the layup falls. Giddy's got his first 2 points.
Luka Doncic made it known early in his career he is one of the best passers in the NBA.
Screen by Porzingis to the inside. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And Doris, we know that Paul George has always been a solid passer, but his assist numbers have been trending up.
Yeah, he's been willing of late to take on more playmaking responsibilities. The skill set was there. It's just early in his career, they needed him to be the lead scorer. Now you're talking about a guy you've got to game plan against as a scorer and as a passer.
Out to Doncic. Lets it go with a 3. Porzingis with the steal. Oh, and here comes Porzingis all alone. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
That's his second personal foul. First team foul.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Porzingis is doubled. The kick out to Ball. Wiggins knocks it loose.
But using every bit of that 7-foot wingspan, Wiggins airmailing it back.
Here's Giddey. Ball with the rebound. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. George double teamed. Down low. And stolen by Bielitsa. Pass to Giddey. Back to Jackson. Stolen by Ball. Burke with it. He's picked up by Doncic. And Cleveland turns it over again. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. On the wing, Doncic. Sinks the triple. Doncic has got 16.
Well, we're talking about one of the league's best scorers, and the confidence Luka Doncic has in himself to take over is readily on display.
Stolen by Jackson. And here we go. He can't get it to go. And Cleveland will come the other way. They led by as many as 18 points. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Porzingis. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Vucevic. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
Vucevic knows who he is. This guy is a close scorer, a legit threat to finish it with authority.
Bielitsa sets a screen. Here's Giddey. Porzingis with the block. Doncic outside. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That is his first foul of the game. And the Cavaliers making a change here. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Well, Luka can get himself into the paint with consistency, and boy, does he make that a high percentage finish.
And Ball gets double teamed. It's tipped. Here's Giddey. Yep, that one goes. Giddey's got his second basket of the night.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regrouped. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
To the paint. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in him.
And Ball gets double teamed. Pass to Vucevic. Back to George. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. And it's Vucevic missing. And the Grizzlies with possession. They're on a 14-6 run. And that one's good. Doncic.
Making a huge difference from deep tonight. That was a big-time shot.
That's where the bulk of his offense has come from, and they're going to need a few more of them before this one's over.
Back to Dunn. The third quarter comes to a close. Cleveland ahead. They're up by 7. Live from the Phoenix. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Cavaliers. 7-point differential. Pass to Vucevic to the inside. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Memphis ball.
Here's Giddey. Outside Jackson. Tipped away. Here's Giddey. Jackson with the screen. Pass to Bielitsa. Here's Giddey. A 3-pointer off the mark.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
There's Ball with the 3. Tried to tip it in, but couldn't quite get it. Jackson up top. Here's Doncic. Bielitsa sets a screen. Lets it go. And it's Doncic missing.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Porzingis is double. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Stolen by Jackson. On the wing, Wiggins. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Outside, Ball. And Ball gets double-teamed. From deep, George. And he's good on the 3-ball. And the Cavaliers lead by 7.
Well, Paul George says, I can answer with my own big-time 3-point shot. Go to work, PG.
And it's Doncic missing. The drive-by Ball. Outside for George. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
And Cleveland making a change here. George double-teamed. Pass to Bembry. Back to George. Just 5 on the clock. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And the rejection by Jackson. The Grizzlies trailed by 9. To the middle. Porzingis with the block.
A swat by Porzingis, that wingspan, letting you know he's in the house.
Doncic way outside. Porzingis with the rebound. The Cavaliers leading by 9. George looking over the floor. Pass to Vucevic. Over Bielitsa. And it's Vucevic missing.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Near the 3-point line, it's Doncic. Misses off the left eye.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Yeah, and Ball, a transcendent talent, I think, has a real skill for finding his teammates when they have those good looks at the rim.
Out to Doncic. Drills the 3-pointer. Doncic has got 14 points now in the second half.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Got to fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity. That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
The Grizzlies trail by 8. .124 left in the fourth quarter. And Giddey gets it to go.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
George double team. Here's the 3. That one doesn't go. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Here's Wiggins. There's a minute left in the fourth. Back to Jackson. Good! And now they trail by just 4.
And that is quickly becoming Jackson's domain. He's such a strong finisher in the paint.
George double team. The kick out to Ball. Outside, George. There's the drive. From past the arc. And Ball is good for 3.
3 points.
And the Cavaliers lead by 7.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Here's Bembry. And so it's Cleveland winning this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is
Always real, no regrets, so the pain will heal. Please accept I was standing still. I wish you happiness, joy, good fortune, boy.